with oxidation and reduction reactions. These two words like oxidation and reduction we get through in our chemistry so many times, so it's better to understand it better. Here we have another activity. Heat a china dish containing about 1 gram of copper powder, and what do you observe? It's a simple activity. Just take a china dish with some copper powder, start heating it. Let's see what happens here. The surface of copper powder becomes coated with black copper 2 oxide. It's miracle, like how does oxygen come into this compound, right? Why has this black substance formed? This is because the oxygen is added to copper and copper oxide is formed. Copper, oxygen, copper oxide. Simple. Can you say which type of reaction it is among the four discussed reactions? Yes, it is a combination reaction because two or more products are giving only one, two or more reactants are giving only one product in the presence of heat. So it is an endothermic reaction or exothermic reaction. It is an endothermic reaction. Clear? We are perfect about our previous knowledge. Now, the Cu, which is in the china dish, reacts with oxygen present in the atmosphere and forms CO, that is copper oxide. This reaction is very similar to the magnesium with oxygen gives rise to magnesium oxide, right? If hydrogen gas is passed over this heated material CuO, the black coating on the surface turns brown as the reverse reaction takes place and copper is obtained. If you see that when this CuO reacted with hydrogen in the presence of heat gives us Cu plus H2O. It is nothing but the reverse reaction has taken place, right? If a substance gain oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be oxidized. If a substance loses oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be reduced. Let's take a substance. Okay, for example, to understand this more easily, let's say you're in a shop. You're in a shop and you need a pen. If you get a pen, that is you got oxidized. That means your money is getting loose, right? Here we have pen and you have money, right? The pen, that means if you get the pen, you're oxidized. You lost your money, right? That means you're reduced. You got your pen, that is you're oxidized. You lost your money, that is you got reduced. So just compare this with our daily life situations. It becomes more easier. If you gain oxygen, it is oxidized. If you lose your oxygen, it is reduced. Okay, during this reaction 1.29, that is the above reaction, the copper to oxide is losing oxygen and is also being reduced. The hydrogen is gaining oxygen and is being oxidized. In other words, one reactant will get oxidized while the other gets reduced during a reaction, and such reactions are called oxidation reduction reactions or the redox reactions, where both oxidation and reduction are associated in the same reaction. They are called to be the redox reactions or oxidation reduction reactions. Now, let's examine this equation more clearly. If you see, Cu is losing its oxygen and forms Cu. That means the reduction, when you lose the oxygen, it is reduction. So what is gaining oxygen? Hydrogen is gaining oxygen and is forming H2O. That means it is an oxidation reaction. So as both oxidation and reduction are linked in the same reaction, we call it as a redox reaction. Some other examples of redox reactions are ZnO plus C2. C gives rise to Zn plus CO. Here ZnO is losing oxygen. That means ZnO is reduced and copper is gaining oxygen and forming CO. Then here it is oxidized. So it is a redox reaction. Now MnO2 plus 4HCl gives rise to MnCl2 plus 2H2O plus Cl2. Now here manganese lost its oxygen. That means it got reduced, and hydrogen gained oxygen, that is it got oxidized. So it is an example of redox reaction. In the reaction 1.31, carbon is oxidized to CO and ZnO and it is reduced to Zn. In the reaction 1.32, HCl is oxidized to Cl2 whereas MnO2 is reduced to MnCl2. So from the above examples, we can say that if a substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen during a reaction, it is oxidized. Or else, if a substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen during a reaction, it is reduced. Now let's see the oxidation and reduction reactions in our day-to-day lives or in our surroundings. Or let's see what are the effects caused by these redox reactions or oxidation reactions. Okay, corrosion. The first is corrosion. You must have observed that iron articles are shiny when new but get coated with a reddish brown powder when left for some time. This process is commonly known as rusting of iron. Okay, rusting of iron, that is, initially it is glooming, it's like lustrous, it's very white shiny color, and later it got converted into reddish brown powder. It's called rusting. Okay, some other metals also get tarnished in this manner. You can see, for example, silver get tarnished, get a green color coating on it. Copper also get green color coating on them. So all this comes under corrosion. Have you noticed that the color of the coating formed on copper and silver? Yes, that's now what I said. When a metal is attacked by substances around it, such as moisture, acids, etc., it is said to be corroded. It is said to corrode, and this process is called corrosion. So what is corrosion? If any substance is attacked by the substances around it, such as moisture, acids, etc., then the metal is said to be corroded, and this whole process is said to be corrosion. The black coating on silver and the green coating on copper are other examples of corrosion. We have three examples: reddish brown coating on copper, green coating on reddish brown coating on iron, green coating on copper, and black coating on silver. You can find the silver jewelry that you wear get blackened after few days of use because they get in contact with atmospheric oxygen, minerals, I mean not minerals, moisture, acids, etc. Corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridges, iron railings, ships, and all, and to all objects made of metals, especially those made of iron. Corrosion of iron is a serious problem. Every year, an enormous amount of money is spent to replace damaged iron. We'll know about corrosion in our third chapter. Now let's talk about rancidity. Have you ever tasted or smelt the fat or oil containing food materials left for a long time? Obviously, we won't touch this type of items or have them as our snack or something like that, but they're just asking. When fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid and their smell and taste also change. When fat and oil get oxidized, they become rancid and the smell get obviously changed, right? Usually, substances which prevent oxidation are added to foods containing fats and oil. So, when you buy a food from outside which contain fat and oil, you should look for the antioxidants in it, whether antioxidants are added or not. If it is not added, then after some time, after a few days, not few days, like 2 or 3 days, the fats and oils in it gets oxidized and they become rancid, and the smell, taste, everything changes. Keeping food in airtight containers help to slow down this oxidation process. We also go through this process called, like, when chips are, like there are some chips packets are not filled with chips but with air. That is because the oils that are present in the chips get oxidized if there is a presence of oxygen in the chip packets. That's why they're filled with nitrogen, as in order to prevent the oxidation. Okay, so this is the end of the chapter. We have completed the chapter in some different parts. We have completed the chapter. I hope these videos are helpful to you all. If these videos are helpful to you all, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I hope you all got this chapter so clear. Thank you for watching.